G'day, Chris Frame, the Maritime historian here, and today we're looking at some news from Carnival Cruise Line, with two of its ships finally receiving popular dining venues after being in the fleet for over a year. These ships are the Carnival Adventure and the Carnival Encounter, both of which are very different ships from the Carnival that you might know and love. These ships both started their careers with Princess cruises and are Grand Class cruise ships. After a stint with P&O Cruises Australia, they were transferred to Carnival Cruise Line when P&O shut down in Australian waters. These two ships were given a carnivalisation refit before they entered service, but this was fairly minor, and one of the big things that was missing from these ships are several dining venues that are popular on other Carnival ships. This is because these two ships actually offered Australian-based dining venues from Luke Mangan, who is an Australian-based celebrity chef. As a result of this, these two ships did stand out amongst the Carnival fleet, particularly those sailing in Australia. We also have the Carnival Splendour and the Carnival Luminosa here. And Splendour, for example, is a full Carnival ship with all of the Carnival extras and amenities that you would expect. As such, many guests have been asking when those Carnival features will make their way across to the Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounter. Well, the news today is that they will be getting Fahrenheit 555 in May of 2026, and Bonsai Sushi Express, both of which will be launching aboard Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounter, which sail from Sydney and Brisbane on Australia's east coast. Now, Fahrenheit 555 will take the seas on board these two ships from May 2026, and it will replace Luke's Bar and Grill on board both ships. This brings the two ships into line with the existing Carnival fleet in Australia, but also brings them a bit more in line with what you would expect from Carnival globally. Fahrenheit 555 is a premium steakhouse that's very popular on board most of the Carnival ships and was a notable exception from the two ships that came across from the P&O Cruises Australia fleet. The other addition is Bonsai Sushi Express, which is already available on board both ships after recent additions made to both vessels. This is a Japanese-inspired sushi experience and involves a menu of made-to-order sushi, sashimi rolls, salads, poke bowls, and desserts. This is already on offer on board the Carnival Luminosa and has proved very popular in the Australian market, hence the addition on board Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounter. In a media release, Carnival says that their move to introduce their own dining experiences across the local fleet follows a successful partnership with Luke Mangan and the now retired P&O Cruises Australia brand. Carnival's Anton Leob, who is the Assistant Vice President, Sales and Marketing, said that we are delighted to bring Fahrenheit 555 to all of our Australian-based ships, so guests can experience Carnival's signature premium experience no matter where or when they sail with us. In addition, a new specialty burger venue, Carnival Topside Grill, is flagged to replace Luke's Burgers on board both vessels, with Carnival saying that more details are to follow. And if you are travelling on board both of these ships before the changeover happens, I would suggest that you try out Luke's Bar and Grill. I was recently on board Carnival Adventure and was treated to a meal at Luke's Bar and Grill on board that ship. There is an extra fee to use Luke's Bar and Grill, but it's an intimate dining venue with very good service, and it's definitely worth trying out if you feel like something a little bit different on board the ship. If you want to know what that experience was like, you can actually check out my Best Mates on Board video hosted on the Carnival Cruise Line Australia YouTube channel. I've pinned a link in the description below. Also, if you're interested in both of these ships and how different they are, check out my tour videos. Both ships, as I mentioned, were built for Princess Cruises, and after a long and successful career with Princess, were transferred across to P&O Australia during the global cruise shutdown. They sailed with P&O Australia until the retirement of that brand and were very popular ships with P&O Australia in the reactivation period after the COVID pandemic restrictions were lifted. With the closure of P&O Cruises Australia, these two ships were retained in the Australian cruise market, and you will notice they look a little bit different from other Carnival ships. They don't have the whale tail funnel, they have huge Carnival lettering on the funnel, and they definitely look like Princess ships reborn. So they are a unique blend of Princess, P&O Cruises Australia and Carnival, and as time goes on we can see that more and more of those Carnival features are being brought across to both of these ships. Don't forget, of course, that Carnival Encounter is flagged to have a refurbishment later this year, and we'll be sure to bring you more details about that as it unfolds. Thanks once again for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to our channel members. Your support is what helps make videos like this possible. You can join the crew and get your name on the screen, like these legends, by following the links in the description below. It'd be great to have you on board. As always, don't forget to check out my Substack if you'd like to know more about maritime history, and until next time, I hope to see you on board.
This video was brought to you by me and my new book, The Evolution of the Passenger Ship. In The Evolution of the Passenger Ship, we bring years of research together to create a book that takes you on a journey from the dawn of passenger shipping right the way through to the modern cruise behemoths that we see today. The Evolution of the Passenger Ship is available at all good bookshops, and if you purchase a copy, you help us, which helps support the channel.